All right, boys, what's up? Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 25th. I don't know if you guys know, but I am originally a student in Boston. You guys can literally see. This is my college apartment. I am visiting my friends for the weekend. So my setup, I'm on my laptop. Don't expect like crazy movements on my fucking mouse because I'm literally on a laptop. I can't move on a fucking computer that well. So I'm gonna go over my trade recap, how I made, what is 600 times 8? 6 times 8, 48, I think. $4,800 in 1 minute today, trading the Nasdaq. One of my best trading days in a long time. So here is proof of everything. Sorry, fuck. It's so scattered. Obviously, top step, 600 per account right there on 3 accounts. On Alpha Capital, I'm trading the 0 accounts. Literally the best accounts in the fucking industry. 0 activation fee, cheap as fuck. If you want to use code ALE, they're even cheaper. So they were in drawdown. I just got them out of drawdown and some more. So hopefully I can get those passed tomorrow. And Tradeify made another 600. Profit goal on those is $3,000 to get a $10,000 payout. Why does my chart do this? It randomly like gets rid of candles. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my thought process coming into market open. So ideally, my ideal model would have been we inversed this 4-hour and this 4-hour and gotten longs to all-time highs. That is what I wanted overnight after taking out this, or after tapping into this daily. But now it seems like price actually wants to retrace into this weekly gap, right? Or at least take out this daily low. We either sweep this daily low or tap into this weekly gap, whatever price wants. We also just tapped into a bullish daily fair order block. So whatever price wants to do now, it has the right to push up. But coming into market open, you can see price originally rejected. We didn't even tap into it on Nasdaq. I believe we did on ES, if I'm not mistaken. ES is already much lower than Nasdaq. This is a low we are targeting on Nasdaq, right? So yeah, ES tapped into a bearish. Did it even tap into a bearish gap? Yeah, ES tapped into a bearish 1-hour gap and broke structure to the downside. Nasdaq also broke bearish structure to the downside. We are bearish. You should not be longing in this market. Even if your thought process is, oh, we swept previous day low and we're inside a daily gap, price shouldn't have to sweep previous day low inside a daily gap. If we were truly bullish, we would not have respected this bearish 4-hour. We would have inversed and pushed higher. But we are respecting bearish order flow and disrespecting bullish order flow, correct? So we look here, 15-minute breaker block, 15-minute gap. Ideally, I did want price to tap into the breaker block. That's why I had it marked out, targeting this internal low. And if I didn't get an entry there, I had this unfilled 4-hour as well as this hourly order block that I would be, or this hourly order block. And this hourly low as well as this hourly low. This is the daily low that ES is about to take, actually, right? We had SMTs at all these lows as well, but I was still comfortable targeting all of them. You can see how price is reacting now off this 1-hour order block. We're probably going to get a retrace. But coming into market open, obviously, we're rejecting this 4-hour fair value gap, disrespecting the daily because we're not inversing the daily. When I say we're disrespecting, I mean we are just currently not respecting it, right? On the hourly, there's not much to it. On the 15-minute time frame, you can see price taps into and respects this bearish gap. We do have a 5-minute bullish gap. So some of you guys are wondering why didn't you wait for the 5-minute inverse? If you look at the 5-minute, price didn't really respect it. We tapped into the 5-minute at 9:27, I believe. We tapped into it, pushed higher, and tapped back into it. Or no, was the 5-minute at, actually the 5-minute was at 9:25. Yeah. So we tapped into the 5-minute at 9:25, 9:26, 9:27, 9:28, 9:29. We had all the time in the world to tap into this 5-minute and break above these highs. Even if we broke above these highs, I guarantee you price would have tapped into this shit and dumped, right? I was just looking for any bearish reaction, and 9:28, I entered in short on my evals, right? Or 9:27, sorry, I entered in short on the 0 evals, targeting this low. So that this is my entry on the 0. Shit. This is my entry on the 0 accounts, stops above this. And for my actual accounts being top step and alpha, I did want a better fill. So I waited for 9:29 to give us actual confirmation, which is right here. I had the tightest stops ever. Stops were right here. 11-point stop loss, 1 to 3 risk to reward. This is one of my highest RR trades I've ever fucking taken in my life. So I'm really happy with that. I risked $200 to make $600. Beautiful. Like actually beautiful. Like no self-glaze. I've never caught a higher. You guys know I'm always risking like 500 to make 500. So it's one of my best trades I've taken in a while, right? Like I said, very discretional. Bias was bearish to this unfilled 4-hour, to this 1-hour order block, to this daily low. And we are currently rejecting a 4-hour gap up here. We actually also tapped into the 4-hour CISD, right? We push up, we close below, we tap into this. That pushes price lower. On the hourly time frame overnight, it would have been nice to get a retrace here. Or at 9 a.m., sorry. But we did get a retrace into this 50-minute. That is all I need for price to short, right? Yes, there's a 5-minute. I did not care much about it since we were already trading in it for 5 minutes and never got a displacement to the upside. Oh, what about the breaker block? We also tapped into the breaker block and failed to get an actual displacement to the upside. We also respected this 2-minute order block. That was huge for me. That's why I wanted 929 to close lower, because some of you guys might think, fucking hell, sorry. I'm trying to put text and it keeps on. Some of you guys are, oh, Ale, why is 929 a bearish reaction? Because you somewhat did respect this 1-minute bullish CISD. You were also respecting this 1-minute bearish order block and this 2-minute bearish order block inside a bearish 15-minute gap, and a bearish order block inside a bearish gap with bearish bias is going to outweigh the fact that we're respecting a 1-minute bullish CISD inside a 5-minute gap, right? Could price have stopped me out? 100%. That's why I had a tight stop loss. And I was very much willing to re-enter with more size, even if we tapped into this 15-minute breaker and got an actual reaction from it, because then it would have been a much better trade. Is this a bad trade? No, I don't take bad trades. Why would I take a trade if it's a bad trade? Internal low. We also have LR right here. We have no London or Asian session liquidity, though. Some of you guys are wondering, oh, where's midnight open? All of those confluence usually use. All the way up here. Asian, London, New York PM, previous day low, midnight open. All of that shit is all the way up there. I'm not even going to look at that. That's why I wasn't even considering longs, because even if I were to long, it's like 200 points away. You guys know I trade like 30 to 50 point ranges. So that is not my trading style. I saw a clear opportunity to go short. Once again, 15-minute gap. There was a breaker here that the Nugget tapped into. 2-minute order block, tapped into it. Displacement to the downside. Enter in short right there, targeting these lows. Actually, on Tradeify, my take profit was here, because there's a consistency rule where I have to make $3,000 with a 20% consistency rule. So I can't make more than $600, or I would literally just be fucking myself over. So my take profit was set at 600 on Tradeify, and on Top Step it was set to this low, but I did get a later entry here, so I made 590 instead of 600. But yeah, overall great trade. Like I said, on Alpha I entered before right here because I'm on evals, and I honestly can't wait to get fucking funded with Alpha. They are a goated firm. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them. I will be here to answer. I hope you guys have a great fucking day. I will see you boys tomorrow. Feel free to join the Discord. All right. Peace out. Trade safe and have a great day, boys. Peace out.